Is this the time to start backing up the truck for silver, my friends? I'm hearing this a lot in the comments, different prices. Want to talk about $50 silver too. I need to talk about this again. It is very, very important for people to understand $50 silver and don't sell at 50. Going to talk about what's going on at the shop this morning. Help me out with the thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We are about 82 subscribers away. Well, 81 subscribers away from 8,000 subscribers on this channel. Thank you all so much for subscribing. If you're not yet subscribed, come join us. Come join Stop the Melt campaign. Come join Save Our Money. Stop the Melt. Let's get into it. No, I hear a lot, either at the shop, in the comments on my channel, on the comments on other channels. I'm waiting to back up the truck at this price. Had a comment from yesterday's video. $27 silver, I'm backing up the truck. Well, why in the heck didn't you back up the truck at 27 when it was 27? $27 days are gone. Government has put silver and copper on the strategic metals list, crucial metals list, whatever you want to call it. This is what's going on. You really think it's going to go back down to 27? You really think it's going to go back down to 30? Those days are gone. I've said on this channel many, many days, cost average your stack. For the ones that want to wish, silver is going to go back to 27. Silver is going to go back to $30. Good luck with it. Good luck. Because you're going to be sitting on the sidelines forever. You're not going to get into the game. When it goes to 50, when it goes to 60, what are you going to say then? What are you going to say then? If you got the cash to do it now, get a little bit. Cost average in. This is the time to do it. Check out channel sponsor Pinbacks. Right now, they do have Roosevelt Silver Diamonds back in stock. They got Peace Dollars back in stock. For now. They're getting harder to source, my friends. We can't source them. Michael from Pinbacks yesterday told me, he says, I cannot find any Peace Dollars right now. These are just coming in from people who are selling to them. The wholesalers are out. The wholesalers are out. So what is that going to show you in a couple weeks down the line on channel sponsors Pinback's website, other online dealers? People are not seeing it yet. They're not seeing the inventory shrinking quite yet because they're saying it's available now. Well, yeah, it's available today. It's available today. Don't wait. This is not trying to cause panic. This is the truth. We are seeing the same thing at the shop. This is go time. All right? If you are interested in something, silver, gold, platinum. Platinum is a whole different ballgame. We have no platinum on the shelves at the shop. Nothing. Nothing's coming to the doors. If there's something you want now, you got the cash to do it. You got the means to do it. Then you better get going and purchase a little bit at a time. Don't sit on the sidelines, my friends. It's not the time for it. You want to protect yourself. You want to get away from fiat currencies that are losing value. This is the time to do it. Yes, we're going to see our dips like we see this morning in silver. Some people even question that this morning. What the heck's going on with silver? Look, silver and gold are not going to go up every gosh darn day. We're going to see a little bit of pullbacks. I've warned about that as well on this channel. We're not going to see it go up every single day. We got a potential rate cut coming this afternoon. Depending on what time you see this video, the rate cut might already been decided. Right now, I'm recording this video about 5 minutes to 12 on the East Coast time. So we got about 2 hours from the recording of this video, the decision from the Fed. How much is that rate cut going to be? We will find out. Some of you will already know before you see this video. I'm just letting you know what the time I'm recording this video. Get what you can get now, my friends. Check out channel sponsor Pinbacks for the 5-ounce Sunshine Mint bars. The 5-ounce silver bars are becoming the new 10-ounce silver bar in price. Go back to 2011. I've said this before. I got 2 of these ABC bars from another online dealer on eBay back in 2024, February of 2024. I got them both for a little over $500. Look at your Sunshine Mint bars now. Look at the 10 to 19 price point that Pinbacks about $222 right now and change. As recording of this video, keep in mind prices will change due to the market conditions. They have them in stock now, the Sunshine Mint bars. Check them out. Let me know that Crazy Coin Shop Chris sent you. Thank you, Michael, Brian. Thank you, Pinbacks, for sponsoring this channel, Coin Shop Chris. Thank you to the viewer, because it's not possible without you. Let's get into $50 silver. And I got to say this again. And I know I said this yesterday. $50 silver, yes, it's on everybody's mind. Oh, $50 silver. I'm going to cash out. I'm going to make so much money. Really? Think about when you bought your silver. I want you to really think about this. For the ones that are on board of selling at $50. Count inflation into your math. Whenever you bought your silver, if you bought it at the highest point in 2011, think about what $50 bought back then. Think about what $50 buys today. It goes a lot less. You have not made your money back. You have lost to inflation. You cash out at 50, you have lost. You have lost quite a bit to inflation. Think about what you're saying. Really. I'm trying to open people's minds up here. You have not made anything. You have taken a loss in fiat currency, because that $50, even if that coin shop paid you spot and you got $50 per an ounce, you have lost to inflation, my friends. You really think inflation is 3.1%? It's closer to 11 if you do the math right. According to Shadow Stats, it's actually about 11% inflation. We cut rates today. Get ready for more inflation. You're not going to see it tomorrow. You might not see it next week. You're going to see it down the road. These other countries are getting away from the dollar. I wish people would realize this. Some of you folks do. Maybe most of you folks do. But there's a couple people come on this channel and say the dollar's strong. Really? Really? Silver and gold. You can't eat silver and gold. Well, no, you can't. But you can't eat the friggin' dollar as well. Use your coin shop as a bank. Meaning, if you get short on this right now, because this is what we're using right now, right? This is what we're using to spend. This is what stores are accepting right now. Use your coin shop as the bank. Have your own control with silver and gold in your own possession. Meaning, if you get short-handed, you got a local coin shop. And I'm talking about the ones that have a localized coin shop. You're not driving miles and miles and miles to get to the coin shop. If you get a coin shop that you pass every single day you go to work, or every day you run your errands, that is what I'm talking about, a localized coin shop. Stop in, trade in a 5-ounce silver bar. Trade in a couple of ounces. Get what you need for that day. Play the market as you purchase your silver, as you convert it away from this. That is what I'm trying to tell you folks. It's the same thing. You went to ATM. You just have to make a pit stop at the coin shop or the pawn shop, whatever. It's the same thing. You might wait a little bit longer going to a coin shop or a pawn shop, waiting in line a little bit. You're really going to worry about 10 extra minutes, 15 extra minutes waiting in line instead of doing a fast thing at the ATM when the dollar's dying? I'd rather wait in line. I'd rather play the market. Use your coin shops and pawn shops as your bank. And it's not really using them. It's trying to play the market. Don't cash in all at once. Only cash in what you need. That is what I'm trying to get across to the viewers. And a lot of you folks understand what I'm saying. Get the $50 out of your head. I'm not selling at 50. I'm not selling at 60. I'm not selling at 70. The only time I'm going to sell is if the dollar's still around at that time. If the dollar's still around at the time, then I'll sell if I need to get dollars back in my hands. Don't worry about the price so much. Put it in your safes and forget about it. Yeah, check up on it. Don't make a drastic decision based on the price at the time. Don't make a fast move that you might regret later on. That is what's going on, my friends. That is what's going on. Be very patient right now. Stack as you can stack. Don't worry about anybody else's stack. You cannot worry about anybody else's stack at all. We're in troubled times. Yeah, I know, I'm doom and gloom, right? But this is the truth. This is the truth. President Trump wants a weaker dollar. He wants way lower rates than we're probably going to get today. You lower rates too much, too quick. Even in this time right now, lowering rates, it's not good. We're going to see more inflation, my friends. What does that mean? Your dollar is going to lose value. It's going to take more dollars to buy the same goods and services than it does today. And what does that do for silver and gold? The price will be stable, rise up in price in dollar terms, and people think they're going to get rich. It don't work that way. It just don't work that way. Silver and gold is to protect your wealth, what you have. That is what is happening. That is what has always been the truth. What's going on at the shop? A person came in today talking about Morgan and Peace dollars. 100 Morgans, 100 Peace dollars. Keep in mind, I got people that only want this stuff. I had 2 different people in the coin shop when these came in. And they were respectful. They waited for the transaction to get done. If you see something coming across the counter with your coin shop, be respectful to that coin shop. Don't interrupt that transaction. Do not interrupt that transaction. Wait for that person to leave. Say, I just saw you got XYZ in. Are those available for sale? This is what happened. Both people wanted all of them. I said, look, instead of arguing here, how about you got each... I got 4 or 5 people that want these Morgans and Peace dollars now. How about if you just take half each? And I don't have to call those people. They looked at each other, they agreed. That's how you conduct business, my friends. We bought them for $34.75 each. Each coin. They were in very good condition, like the ones that channel sponsor Pinbacks has. And we sold them for $36 each. We made $1.25 over each one. It was a fast flip. Didn't expect that today, but I probably could have expected it later on when call these other people up and say, we got XYZ and do you want these? You know, if people think $1.25, we're ripping people off, the shop has to make money too. For the ones that say, oh, coin shops, pawn shops, rip you off. That's a bad excuse to use, because that's further from the truth. I think most coin shops and pawn shops do the right thing. Now, do some coin shops buy too low? Yes, but if you're willing to take that price, you're willing to take that price. Don't rip yourself off, my friends. Price when you're selling. Call around. Call around before you sell. If you're really, truly thinking you're getting lowballed, really, truly think you're getting lowball, walk out the door. Be nice. Walk out the door. Get on the phone. Go to channel sponsor Pinbacks. Look at how they buy back. They might pay you a higher price, but keep in mind, you do have to pay shipping to get it to them. They do have some rules they need to sell back to them. Check them out. Check them out before so you know. All right, check them out. Because that's the only way you're going to know if you're really getting ripped off from your local coin shop or pawn shop. Have your due diligence ready. If you know you're going to need to sell ahead of time, do that. But if you need fast cash, well, selling to Pinbacks is not the right answer then. Because it's not going to happen overnight. You got to box it up. You got to ship it there. 7 to 10 business days. Let's say afterwards, they got time to process it. And right now, I feel comfortable saying 7 to 10 days. That could be a lead time even more when more people start selling. My friends, keep that in mind. Keep this all in mind when you are selling. Okay? Just keep that in mind. We got to stop the melt. There's no excuse for any of these coin shops, pawn shops, smelting down our history. Nothing at all. I've still not got an answer to this question. Well, maybe one person tried to answer it, but I think he's full of crap. But, with that being said, these wholesalers will save our history. Will stop the melt. These wholesalers are bugging me right now for 90% silver. Talked to them again this morning. I end up ordering another tube of quarter-ounce gold because the owner wanted another tube of them in. He didn't do it last night, so we waited and we got a little bit of a dip. We're happy to do it. He says, I really wish you would sell me some 90% silver. I said, yeah, I'll be glad to. But I'll sell it to you at the same price as I sell it to my customers for. I says, I don't need you right now to take it off my hands. I said, I don't have a lot. Some stuff I'm out of. Like the Mercury dimes. Like the 1964 Kenley half dollars. Like Morgan and Peace dollars. I'm out right now. We are out at the shop. Okay, that is where we're at. We got quarters. We got Franklin halves. We got a handful of walking halves left. That is what we have left. We got Roosevelt silver dimes. Yeah, we might have a few thousand each of the silver quarters face. We might have a few thousand face of the Roosevelt silver dimes. We're not seeing big influxes right now on this inventory coming back in. You might get $50, $80, $90 drops face, couple hundred, but we sell that in a day. So that's moving right back out the door. So no, I'm not, if we're selling it, we're not going to sell it to the wholesaler because we're going to need that inventory eventually too, back. If we start to get too much, of course, we would sell it to the wholesaler. But it's going to be at our price because we know the value of the 90% silver right now. Some people think, oh, Coin Shop Chris, there's plenty of 90% silver out there. Well, you keep thinking that. I've shown this before on this channel. And I'll say it again. You take all the Washington silver quarters, wherever minted, Let's just assume none of these were smelted down, melted down, whatever. You take them, every single one. I don't care where you dump them on. You can dump them on the White House lawn. You can dump them on a football field. Whatever. If you add up every single one that was ever minted, and every single one could be accounted for, the 2002 census, and I'm going using this math, you end up with 7.9 silver quarters per person that lives in America that was on the U.S. Census. That's just on the Washington silver quarters. So just take off that 0.9. That's the government's fee. Okay? You end up with 7 Washington silver quarters per person. You tell me, are you going to be okay with just 7 Washington silver quarters? If you have more than 7 Washington silver quarters, like you see on your screen here, I know several people, hundreds of people, probably thousands of people. Probably you have more than 7 Washington silver quarters, right? That means somebody in America is not going to get their silver quarters. So how in the heck is there enough 90% silver to go around when we know smelting's going on? When we know these silver quarters, or in other countries as well, are lost in the ground, have not been refound yet with a metal detector. People are still finding this stuff in the ground because it was lost years ago. People sit down underneath a tree. The tree is growing up. Take a metal detector around these bigger trees. You might find some silver change around that tree. You might find some silver underneath an old deck that's been up there for years. Old farmhouses. You might find some silver quarters, some silver dimes, some war nickels, some silver halves. You get the picture on the property. But this is what's really going on. And some people say, oh, there's plenty of 90% silver to go around. No, there's not. There's not. There's not enough 90% silver to go around. So I wish people would stop saying that. Those are the facts, my friends. There's not enough to go around for everybody. We've seen what happened in 2023. Did we actually forget? Did some people actually forget that what we saw in 2023, when the premiums were through the roof on 90% silver, you don't think we cannot see that again? And just because they're smelting it all down, some coin shops, some pawn shops, shameful on them. Your 90% silver does not go up in value. $1.40 face in any combination is still an ounce of silver. The premium's going to go up. But if silver is hovering around $43, $42 like it is now, then it's $42 or $43 an ounce. Okay, the premiums may go up. But just because they melt down another 50,000 face tomorrow, that does not mean your silver, your 90% silver, attracts more silver value. Don't work that way. It does not work that way. And I cannot believe some people cannot see that light. It does not work that way. The premiums will go up, yes. Then what's going to happen later? Are you going to be able to get those premiums back? How long are you going to have to wait to get those premiums back? How fast will silver rise in price in dollar terms if we're still using the gosh darn dollar at that point? Are you going to have to sit on it just to maintain, to get the value back? So no. Your silver, 90% silver does not go up in price when they keep smelting it down. They don't turn into key dates. Some of them already are key dates. It's a low mintage. They're not going to turn into key dates. I laugh at these comments when I see these comments. It's funny because people really don't understand this. And I'm trying to wake more and more people up. I'm trying to wake people up, my friends. This is the time to start stacking as you can. This is not the time to sit on the sidelines and wishing and hoping, or go on some merry carpet ride, fairy carpet ride that floats in the air and hoping it's going to go down in price. Keep hoping, keep wishing. I don't see it. Not right now. Not right now. Not when we have a strategic metals list that's crucial for silver and copper on the list. Think about that. If it's that crucial, why are we melting our history down? Why are we melting our money down? Why are we destroying American history? Why are we destroying real money? But some shops think this is money. Some shops think that's money. Really? Well, good luck when that goes really good. Goodbye, my friends. Good luck to these coin shops who really think this is money. This dollar bill is money. Good luck when that goes bankrupt. Because the people who have silver and gold, physical silver and gold, and I mean physical silver and gold, are going to be well protected. If you have any questions for me about silver, gold, or platinum, reach out to me in my email. I'll post that in the description of every single video. If you don't know something, you don't have to ask me for one. Ask the questions now. Learn about real money. Especially the new stackers out there. I know new stackers got questions all the time. Don't feel like you're crazy and don't know something. If you truly don't know something, this is the time to start asking questions. This is the time, my friends. This is the time to protect your family, yourself. The ones that live in your household. Forget the ones that you have tried to help and learn. You know, it's hard to say that, but at some point, people just get so fed up trying to help their brother, their sister, their mom, their dad, their kids. Hey, look, if they want to go into this Bitcoin, meme coin, Ponzi scheme crap, let them. They will learn the hard way. You will be protected with your assets, with silver and gold. Coin Shop Chris is out. We'll see you later this afternoon.